Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to demonstrate the installation and removal of the rear seat in my 2014 Chevrolet Caprice PPV. These same steps should apply to the 2011 through 17 Caprice PPV and also the Chevrolet SS Sedan from 14 to 17 since the seat mounting points are identical. You can see the pass-through there in the picture is into the trunk is present there in the Caprice. It's also there in the SS Sedan, just the different seat back. Either it does have a pass-through or it doesn't. In my Caprice it doesn't have a pass-through. But I'll show you the mount points for the seat and then go through the installation steps. And the removal is pretty much the reverse, but let's go through the mount points for the rear seat first. The rear seat bottom must be removed first, and there are 4 mount points for that. So let's focus on the front 2, pointed to by the arrows in the front. They're pointing to the white plastic retaining clips. There are 2 metal tabs on the front of the rear seat bottom, and here's a picture of that now. To disengage this from the retaining clip, you have to lift straight up with some effort sometimes, and there's a demonstration of that. Once you have the front clips disengaged, you then lift up on the front of the rear seat bottom, and then you need to remove the seat bottom from around the seatbelt buckle assemblies, and then you lift up on the front of the seat and disengage the tabs on the back side of the rear seat bottom from the metal holes that are pointed to by the arrows on the screen at this point. Now if we move on to the top portion of the rear seat removal, we'll see that there are 4 tabs that hang off the bottom of the top portion of the rear seat, and those correspond to 4 studs that are on the body of the vehicle. And you have 4 13mm nuts you need to remove those straps from the body of the vehicle. You do have to be careful with the 2 middle ones around the seatbelt buckles. There are some wiring harness connectors there, and the metal tabs from the top of the rear seat can actually cut those pretty easily. More so when you install it, you need to make sure you press down on the seatbelt buckles. That will pull the wiring out of the way so you can safely put the metal tab all the way down to the metal of the car and put the nut on top of it, and then it should be fine. The last things holding the top portion of the rear seat are these metal tabs with the black plastic covers. There's secured in holes in the deck lid area, so you have to lift it up and make sure you lift up high enough to not snag the fabric from the deck lid cover, because it is pretty easy to do. And once you have them lifted up, you should be able to pull the top portion of the rear seat out of the vehicle. One thing to note here, the white plastic retaining clips that are used to secure the front section of the rear seat bottom to the body of the vehicle do have a tendency to become brittle over time, and the amount of force required to lift up on the front section of the rear seat bottom to disengage the tabs from them can result in them breaking. I have had in my Chevy SS Sedan, even the newer ones that aren't that old, they were brittle enough to break, and I've had one set on my Caprice already break, so make sure that you're aware that that can happen. I will have the part number information for those particular parts down in the description section of this video. I happen to find some of them on eBay or even rockauto.com, so check out your favorite parts retailer for that part number and make sure you have some on hand, or if you need to replace the ones you already have in your vehicle. I'm going to walk you through some sped up video here showing you the installation of the rear seat. The top portion of the rear seat, you put it in place and then ring the seat belts around it, because you can easily forget to do that and put the top of the seat in place and have to take it out again, so don't forget that. Then you take those 4 hooks and you gauge those into the 4 holes in the deck lid area. A little bit later in this video you'll see that one of them popped out on the passenger side, and I had to basically remove the 4 nuts from the mounting points on the bottom here to readjust the seat top here. But the process here, you can see that I'm pushing down the seatbelt buckles to get that wiring harness loop out of the way for the nut to go in place for that strap to be secured to the body of the vehicle. So the general process is you lift the seat up, get the 4 hooks engaged on the top, make sure you push all the way down, and you should see basically that the straps, the studs from the body of the vehicle should go basically at the top end of the hole, elongated hole in the straps. And that's what kind of caught my eye here on the passenger side. It wasn't sitting down there, and then I reached up there and felt with my hand and found that the top clip there wasn't fully engaged there up by the door on the passenger side there. So this is where I'm discovering, something didn't go right. So I'm loosening them up again so I can move the seat back up to get that portion of the seat engaged at the top portion of the deck lid. And there we go, I got it clipped into place. Now all 4 hooks are in place like they should be. And then put the nuts back in place, and again make sure tip down that seatbelt buckle harness out of the way so that you don't cut it. It's pretty easy. The one on the passenger side there is the easiest one to cut the wire with. The one on the driver's side in the center there is not as easy, but just make sure that you're keeping the wiring harness away from that. And you bring the seat bottom in, those two tabs with the plastic covers on them engaged in those holes that we pointed out in the first part of the video. Before you can do that though, you have to get the seatbelt buckles through the openings in the bottom portion of the rear seat. And you have the two buckles over on the driver's side of the rear seat, one for the center passenger, one for the driver's side rear passenger, and then the single buckle over on the passenger side there. And then you can engage the metal tabs into the body of the vehicle and then push down on the clips in the front to the tabs into the plastic clips to retain the front end of the rear portion of the seat. And then I test the seat buckles to make sure that they work with the seat belts, and everything seems to work. And with that, you have an installed rear seat. Hopefully you found the information in this video helpful to you. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It's free. And hit that bell notification to be notified when I upload new videos just like this about my Chevy Caprice to the channel. And if you haven't already, check out my Chevy Caprice playlist and keep you up to date on what I'm doing with my project car. Thanks for watching.